Hi everyone, welcome to another Voice to Ear. I'm in the company of Petar, that's right, I suppose.
Yeah, Petar in Macedonian, or Peter in English.
So today episode we're gonna talk about one of the music genres that never stopped growing since it's born on the streets of New York. Yes, you get right, rap music. So, hi Petar.
Hi Jose, thank you for having me in this Voices to Hear podcast.
So, can you talk a little more about you?
Yes, hello guys, I'm Petar, I'm 25 years old. I recently graduated from the Faculty of Tourism, mainly about management with hotels and restaurants. And right now I'm unemployed, but I do volunteer in VCS, I volunteer in Započista Macedonia, and we do nice stuff for our society with my friends and colleagues and everyone.
So you, as a big rapper that everyone told me, do you remember what was the first music that you hear?
My first rap song, if I can remember. I don't really remember the first one, but I can remember one of the first, which really I can say grew the love that, how to say, they sparkled the light in my heart about rap music. Was one of the first. Novolisice Budalo, I think it was one of them, and Bonus Traka from Legiata. And that was even when I was maybe third or fourth year in elementary school. And back then I would know the whole song, the whole lyrics of the song, I could rap it, but I never understood what the guys were saying in there. And it was so funny when I grew up and when I was again listening to those songs, the first songs, I kind of understood what they were saying, and it was so funny to me that a guy from, 9 years is rapping about it but doesn't understand the lyrics.
These artists that you mentioned were Macedonian rappers?
Yeah, the artists are Macedonian rappers.
So, and how you find that artist? Someone show it to you? You Google it?
Yeah, back then we didn't use internet that much. I think one of the songs, my sister showed it to me and she played it for the first time. And also back then we listened a lot of music, also Macedonian music, whatever kind of music, not only rap, on television, like not MTV but Macedonian music channels. And I think they were on the television back then, and that's how they became popular. And later, all of us had it on our phones, and we were listening to it in school or on the breaks between classes, and when we got out of school and everything.
You can say back in the days, the only way you can listen rapper was by the television.
No, you could listen them also on YouTube, but I don't think it was that popular back then. It was mostly popular to listen on CDs. Back then we were still using the CDs, and home, if you had a CD player or a DVD player, you could listen it to that. And then we were transferring with Bluetooth and infrared to our phones, but back then our phones had maybe 20 megabytes of memory, so we could have 10 songs at all. So we were changing it, like I can have 10 songs and then next month I can get another 10 songs, so I can listen to them.
And sometimes get artists to choose which one you deleted.
Yeah, you choose, like, if you don't like the song, you delete and make space for the next one that's going to become hit or not.
Yeah, most of your taste rapper, you're more old school or new school style?
I really like the new school, but I must admit that I always prefer the old school. And I would say the old school, but made from new generations, because there are a lot of people right now that I know, not a lot, but there are few people that I know right now that are making old school rap, but they still give some freshness to it, and that's for me the best combination. Old school, but in the modern way.
Yeah, so new artists that put in the style of the beginnings in the old days.
That's what I like the most.
From these artists that you told me in the beginning, you still hear them?
Not most of them. I changed a lot. That when I was younger, I knew few of the artists, the one that were most popular, and let's say they didn't become so commercial, but they had movie spots and everything, and that's how we got to know them. And I think that's why we started listening to them the most. But as I grew up, I really wanted to dig more into the rap music, and I did that mostly when Corona started in 2020, when I was closed at home for 10 hours in quarantine. So what I was doing, I was just searching a lot on internet, a lot of Macedonian rappers, and I found out that there is a big precious Macedonian rappers that are not that very known, but they give really good sound and really good music.
So, for what I understand, you prefer more national artists than international?
I prefer both, but I really like Macedonian rap, and it's something that I really want to, not only to promote, but because, let's say, foreign rappers or American rappers, they're already known, and of course you can hear them everywhere. But Macedonian rappers, they need someone who really appreciates their work to grow their popularity and to show it to other people. So I wanted to be that guy if I really respect the music that they're doing. So I was always sharing it with my friends to hear something new, fresh Macedonian rap.
So beside you can like both styles, you always prefer listening and promote the national rap?
Yes, I do.
So picking a lot of this, and like in the last question, for you, like I can guess like the best area for you don't have a area of preference, but if you can choose, which best era of rapper do you define that was the best one?
The best. Every era had its own best, but I can say the best. I don't know. Maybe from 2000 to the 2010 was the best era of rap, because it was somewhere in the middle between the old school and now the new school rappers. But both. I mean, every era it's something golden.
Good,
inside.
yeah.
If you dig
inside,
dig inside. Yeah.
You have some like hidden jewelry sometimes.
What?
Some hidden jewelries, like some more artists that really good.
True, hidden jewelries. Yeah, true. If you dig them, you can find them, and that's something that I was doing a lot, and I appreciate that I found some hidden jewelries.
So in rap, what the most thing that gets you to artists is like the lyrics, the flow, or the beats, or like the mix of everything.
The mix of everything, of course, that's the easiest answer. But if I have to choose, I think it goes with the flow, the first, because if that guy has a dope flow, it sticks to every beat he's rapping, and of course the lyrics. But I think it goes flow, beat, then lyrics. Of course, lyrics is important, but almost everything nowadays it's sad, and I don't like the music where the thematic or the subject is repeating, and it's happening right now to have similar songs with the same thematic. But if a guy is different than the others in the way he's rapping, if he has a different flow, then he really has a good potential to grow.
Speaking of that, in nowadays rap, do you think the rappers now are taking, and the songs are really similar to each other's, and the flows and the beats from the newcomers, let's say, do you think they are thinking more about the views that they're gonna have and like the audience than less in the talent?
I think you can easily see who's doing it for the views and for the likes, and who's doing it of pure talent and enjoyment just to make the music. You can always sense that in the way that he is rapping and talking and everything. But of course it's happening that a lot of new rappers are now similar to each other, because they just got one style of rapping, and they're not changing it, they're not experimenting. But there are also some that are different, and it depends on whoever prefers. If they prefer more aggressive rappers, or they prefer more chill rappers, or maybe if they prefer trappers, depends.
Speaking of that, on trap, some people like they are more like old school style rap, don't like about lot of trap and drill. What do you think about this kind of new genres of rapping that are appearing nowadays?
It's interesting to listen at first, but that's also for sure one of the reasons why I stopped listening to trap, is because every song is the same, just recycled rhymes, I would say. They're all faking it too much, and it's not something real. It's I don't know how to say it. It's every new song that's coming is just different beat, but same lyrics, same rhymes, and just faking it behind the camera. But there are also some nice trappers that are make jokes of these other ones, and I always like to listen to them more, because it's like a funny, joyful trap, but making fun of these thug lifers.
So do you think there are a lot of more tag lifers nowadays trying to enter in the rap industry?
No, I think they're fake thug lifers. No, I think it's not like before. Before, like the people, what they were saying, I believe that what they were saying in the rap songs, they were really doing it. But nowadays, they are just faking it for the views and for the young population to look up to them as idols. None of them is living that life.
Just like not more about the talent and like biographical lyrics, but just to more about the views and
that's true. And
grow the audience.
In trap, mostly everyone can do it. Like there is no talent. You just go to the best trap house that's making trap music. You pay them good money, and they make you a song. You don't need to say anything. You just do. You're just. You don't even have to know how to rhyme. You just make 10 rhymes in the whole song, and you're good. You can go with that.
Like just say some random words and making some sounds.
Yeah, autotune helps everything, and is doing it. And of course, there are some that are professional. They can do it way better than these ones. But I'm saying that almost everyone nowadays can just make a trap song, and it's not something that you really put your heart into it.
So, and for you, what you describe the rap situation in Macedonia nowadays?
As I was saying before, if you really dig up inside, you can find some gold nuggets. But if you're looking only at what the television is showing, you will think that it's dead or that it's dying. But I'm not thinking that, because I know, and I'm following a lot of rappers, that they are not doing it for the fame. They are really doing it, for their heart and for the soul, and they like what they are doing. So almost every second month, they are putting up new songs, So it's pretty good situation. It's not the best, but it's not the best because they are not trying to show their work that much, or maybe they are trying, but it's not going so far. So that's why I think a lot of people think that it's dying, the rap situation. But there are few talents that I think will change this mindset.
There are someone that these artists that you like to highlight?
To highlight?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like Eba Safa. They are one of the artists. It's a group of few artists inside, and you can if you go around the city, you can see a lot of their tags on the walls. It's ABSF in English, but it's in Cyrillics if you can read Cyrillics. They are doing a lot of good old style rap, but with the
mix of new,
with the how to say, magic of the new generation. Also the dope kukyata, it means the dope house. Dope kukyata, they are also really unique and interesting rappers. I can say there are other few I cannot really think. Zadagalot also, they're doing old school boom bap rap. So there are a lot of artists. You just need to dig down and you can find them.
And in these artists, was like the flow that get you in the beginning, like you say?
Yeah. In Dope Kukyata, there are a few artists that are doing it that have really good flow. Piki and Las Vegas, they have for me one of the best flows, and also they have good, nice wordplay, which is really interesting to do it in Macedonian. I think it's harder than to do it in English. But also Eva Safa, they also had nice flow and good punchlines and everything.
Here in Macedonia, we have like some nightclubs dedicated only for rap music, some rap events.
Before there was. Now I don't think there are much of nightclubs that are doing it. When I was younger in high school, there were a lot of rap events in clubs, and they were the biggest. In that time, rappers were coming and singing and rapping, and there were battles and everything. Right now, on 27th of March, there is a rap event. It's not only rap, but mostly rappers will be there in park, in Školka. And Top Kuketa, they will be there, and also other rappers. And I'm also surprised that in the past few years, around 4 years, women rappers have arrived in Macedonian rap. Or maybe now they become more popular, and they're really good at it, and I really appreciate that there are also women rappers in Macedonia.
But in Macedonia, like just one human rapper, or like more than, but no one knows about them?
About women rappers?
Yeah.
I think there are, I don't know, maybe right now around 5 or 6 that I know and that I really appreciate. They're good. But I don't know about before. I don't remember that I've heard about woman rapper in 2000s or 2010. I think these are new generations that wanted to try something new, and now they're making rap.
You think they are a little underrated because they are humans, or because people don't know about them?
No, they are not underrated. I believe, yes, that people still want to listen to them. It doesn't matter if they're a woman.
In the event that they told me gonna be like freestyle battles or not?
No, I think they're just gonna perform their songs.
But here in Macedonia you have like a YouTube channel with a lot of freestyle battles, and
there is one Rap Skills, it was called Rap Skills Macedonia, but that was around 5 years ago, I think, and there were a lot of rappers that signed, and they were battling each other on freestyle. But I think that was only maybe one-time event, and I don't remember if I saw it after it to happen again. Maybe it happened, but I didn't know.
Yeah, so the freestyle is not such a thing here in Macedonia.
Maybe it was back in the days. Right now I don't see a lot on internet that rappers are doing it, like freestyle battles, or they just go and do freestyles.
Thinking about like in this event, if what you prefer, like beat makers or MCs?
One cannot go without the other.
Yes, true.
I think I prefer more the MCs, but I respect both, and I always want to know who is the. Before I dig this much into rap, I didn't care about at all about who's making the beat. But then I realized, like when I saw who is DJ Premier and Dr. Dre, and also when I found out about our Macedonian DJs that are beat makers, I started to respect them more, because you also need to have a really good, talent to make these dope beats that later the MCs are gonna just add the lyrics, and it's gonna become.
It's like a team.
Yeah, so I respect both.
So, in your opinion, in Europe should be more artists like are in the lineups of festival artists, or more festivals only dedicated for rapper, like Rolling Loud?
About Europe, I don't know. I don't follow that much what's happening in Europe.
Yeah.
I can say that in Macedonia there should be more events for rappers,
but
and for new year rappers too.
In the summer festivals, they put rappers on the lineups.
In Macedonia, or
in Macedonia and around.
I don't know about Europe and neighbors. I believe they do, but in Macedonia, yes, they put. I know about the fest, and I know about other festivals that were happening, and rappers are doing it. Also on Taxirat Festival, there is also rappers going.
But you believe that should happen more events only dedicated for rap?
Should there be more events dedicated to rap? I think there should be more events like that.
To promote like the new talents, or show like old people that are good.
Because I think old people don't listen to rap that much. They think it's all about the hard life, drugs, and I don't know what they think.
In Macedonia, you think that some people have that kind of mindset that are associate the rap to the criminal life?
Yeah, I think they have it. But maybe it will change with the time they spend listening to rap, because I showed to my parents different styles of rap, and sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't.
So it's something that they are changing little by little.
Well, I try to do it from my I'm trying to do my part about changing it. So if that can help to change other people's view, I think it's changing.
But you think you are doing a good job with the changing that mindset?
Yeah, I believe so. That I'm doing it.
And and do you think it's only you that are doing that job, or like in general the population that likes rap are doing that job?
I believe the generation and the people that are liking rap are doing that. So it's not only me.
So you're almost in the end. It's like it's quite short, but it can be a little hard. And if you can make a top 5 or rap artists, what should be your top 5?
Macedonian top 5.
It can be Macedonia and international.
Mixed, yeah. So I can say top 5. Okay. My favorite rapper from young age is Tony Zen. I'm not changing him for anything. Then Slatkar. Then from the new generation, those two are from the, let's say, old generation before 2010. Now from the new generation, I really like to listen to Piki from Dope House. From Serbia, I want to listen to Smokey Mardeljano. And maybe all of the guys from EBSF. I wouldn't pick only one, but the whole team.
Yeah, it's a hard choice to pick in. So can you see like a huge fan of that group?
Yes, I am. I was just listening to them on my way coming to here.
So in the top 5, I see that you don't put like any American rapper or something like that. Is like you don't belong to your top 5, or do you just prefer to put this because you want to promote, like I said me in the beginning, the national talent?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember that I have some from the American rappers. Maybe from the old school, I prefer Gangsta rapper. Like
NWA.
Guru. What?
The group NWA Gangsta Rap.
NWA. Yeah, that's.
It's Dr. Dre, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yeah. But no. Gangsta, Guru, and DJ Premier. And I can't now think of somebody else that I really prefer. In the past few years, I was listening mostly to Macedonian rap, and it's them I choose over foreign rappers.
Yeah, can you sense like you like the kind of music that you grow up?
But it's still helping me to grow up, so that's why I appreciate more. Because it's here, it's national, and it's talking about the problems and the struggles that you have here in this country, so I can connect more with them than the ones that's happening far away from me.
True, because you can like a real similar story and can relate with the lyrics.
That's true, and also I don't like to listen just to rap that's bragging about how good I am and how the others don't want me on top. I really like when the rapper is making a story that's happening in his life and he's making it into a rap song. And then later you can see, this happened to me also. It has this nice connection that you have with that artist.
You can see that history and imagine in your mind that, that's happened to me that day with that person.
That's why I like more Macedonian and national rappers. Not only Macedonian, but let's say Balkan rappers that I can understand what they are saying.
And if you were in the rap industry, in which role do you see it? Like a manager of artists, a beat maker, a rapper, a freestyler?
If I was there, I think I would go with MC. I tried once to learn how to make beats. I wasn't good at it. So I think with the MC and writing poetry would be my type.
And you think you have good skills with that?
Not really. I'm working recently with my cousin. We have a wish to record our first rap song, but nothing is official yet. It's just a wish. We hope that we will do it this year. Okay,
good luck for that. And
thank you.
When you record, you have you back again here.
Yeah, we can then talk from different angle how it is.
It is going
to spit that story on a beat.
So I think you can finish for here.
Yes. Thank you for having me once again. And good luck with the next podcasts, and good luck in Macedonia, and enjoy some Macedonian rap music.
Yeah. Thank you, Petar, once again for your sharing your rap lover and a little bit of Macedonia rap and the background and how you fall in love with that. So see you in the next episode, guys.
See you guys.